Hello everybody, it's SHAZIZZ. I'm calling this one here physics toy number 2. Ain't really got no name for the gizmo. It's basically based off of that bell, that static bell that I've been seeing out there on the internet. But it gave me some ideas, and so this one is like a static bell with a couple little tricks going on there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but inside that little blue shot glass there's a neodymium magnet that when that other magnet is going back and forth, I'm trying to get this close enough to see, but probably not gonna be able to see it. I don't know if you can tell it, but it is moving. Alright, that's one part. So anyway, what's going on here? Alright, let's get that doggone camera caught up. Man, we gotta hire a cameraman. Alright. So let's get this going here. I got a piece of aluminum tape coming down. There's a couple square ceramic magnets as a counterweight down at the bottom. On the floor on the other side, which you can't see, is the Van de Graaff generator that I'm using the top load to generate static electricity, which is coming up here. And so on each side of this are pieces of aluminum tape. There's aluminum tape. Ow! Don't do that. Don't learn electrical safety by accident. Alright, so you can see the charge. When the charge builds up on this tape right here, this yellow wire goes around and goes to that tape. There's no ground connected to it. It's just got the strips by themselves. There's 3 of them that aren't connected. This one and the center one are connected. And so what it's got going on inside is there's a water balloon on this side and a water balloon on that side, and both of them are like a little tricky to get in there. It's a 2-liter bottle, and you got to hold the balloon down inside there and fill it up with water, and only put in just, you don't want to put in too much so that it ain't hitting the sides or anything. Really ain't got no idea how much to put in there, but either way, you can see that one there's a little taller, hanging up a little higher than this one. This one got a little bit more water, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, so once you get that filled up with water, you got to real carefully try to twist that doggone neck good enough so that you can hold that pressure inside that balloon while you stretch the top of the balloon over the top, and then carefully screw that cap on the top. So these balloons aren't tied inside, they just have a neck going on there, and it's sealed up by the cap itself on both sides. And so that's the trickiest part of the process, which I think I just bumped and messed it all up. Get that centered. There we go. Alright, now every time that magnet, you can see how those balloons are moved back and forth every time that magnet swings in and out like that. Every time the static charge is discharged on it either side, or it even hits the side of the bottle too, so there's actually some pressure of it hitting the side of the bottle. Well, from this side to that side is a hose that is hot glued right in there, and so that hose is connected to both bottles. And so when this water balloon's moving back and forth inside there, it's changing the air pressure inside this bottle. So you're getting a pressure and a vacuum as it's going back and forth that is exchanging back and forth between these 2 bottles. So not only is it moving the magnet from the static electricity, it's moving the balloons from the static electricity, And I don't know if you can see it or not, but that top board up there is wobbling up and down too from the weight of that going on. The magnet down here is moving, rocking back and forth, and the two neodymium spheres inside the water down there are rocking back and forth that are barely moving this water inside there. So you see, you can get work done with static electricity. You know, it's how useful it is, I don't know, but if you take these ideas that I'm showing you and you expand on them, who knows, you could get some serious work done. But these little magnets right here, they got a little weight to them. Of course, they're being suspended by that board, but it takes a little bit to move those back and forth. Plus, as that's moving back and forth, you can see, if you look real carefully, this board up here on the top is rocking back and forth with that motion that's going on. And inside there, it's actually moving that between the static, because water likes to attract to a static charge. Well, that charge is changing every time it hits back and forth on there. So it's moving the balloon in that side, and it's moving the balloon in this side. You can't see this one here move as much because it's actually, this table's not level. It looked a lot better when it was on the floor. You can get them both to move inside there. But that's a lot of water to be moving. You know, granted that water's dangling down, but it's still a lot of water weight inside there. So you're actually getting some work done. You're moving a pretty good amount of weight inside that water balloon on both sides with that static charge that changed in there. So it'll add more electrons on this side, and then the other track to the other side, do the same thing back and forth. And you know, if you looked at any of them static bells that they got out there, that's basically what's going on here, but with a twist. So the air pressure's changing inside here, going through that tube back and forth, even though you can't see like anything collapsing or expanding on there. At least I can't see it with my eyes, but I'm sure there is some vacuum and pressure involved because of that weight inside there. Whatever atmosphere inside there is going to be moving whenever that is moving. The water down there is moving, and so on. So, you know, take this idea, run with it, see how far you can take it. Let me know what you think about it in the comments section below. And if you like these little physics toy series, just let me know and I'll keep doing these. So I don't know if anybody's ever done this particular one before. I know that they've done the bell because that's where I saw it out there on YouTube. But what I got going on here is two water balloons suspended inside a bottle. It's not vacuumed out or pressurized. It just has, you know, atmosphere inside there. And so as these are moving, it's also moving that atmosphere when that mass is going to and fro. So this is a physics toy with a whole lot of different physics going on that you could use to show your kids at school or whatever. So hope you liked it. Stay tuned and let me know if you want more of these. Peace and love, everybody. Take care.